There has been a lot of debate on social media about the term limits.
Yeah, sure.
Can you comment on that?
I think you'll find that community leaders will recognize that depriving voters of the right to choose who they want to represent them is not a good idea. Obviously, for council members, we're paying particularly close attention to it, and I sent out some tweets expressing my opinion about it, and then those got covered in the local press, so, the conversation kind of started in a big way. But I think the conversation is going to go much broader than just members of the county council. I think members of many communities are going to recognize that elections are always competitive. I've never had an uncontested primary. Incumbent council members and an incumbent county executive have been defeated, and if anyone wants to run for office, they're free to do so and encouraged to do so. And in fact, we've adopted a public campaign financing law that will make it easier for individuals who may not have access to large dollars and certainly don't need to raise large dollars from special interests. So we've really addressed the concerns, I think, about an unlevel playing field or advantages or special interest money. And so I don't see the merits behind the term limits argument. I know, obviously, in this election year, people are expressing their opinion, and they should feel free to do that. And people should feel free to make their choice on the ballot question in November. But I think casting a protest vote is probably going to be found to be an unwise decision. I think once voters really focus and think about, don't I want to be able to choose who I want rather than having an arbitrary limit, I think voters will make the right choice. And in any event, the voters always make the right choice here in Montgomery County.
Some people are saying even the president has term limits. What do you have to say to that?
Well, I would vote for a third term for President Obama if I could. So I do think there's a difference between the president of the United States and the concern about possibly amassing so much power that he or she becomes a dictator. And a member of a legislative body. I mean, I've said publicly I don't intend to run for a fifth term on the county council. I don't believe, so there will be open seats, there will be competition. But I will also say that my fourth term, it's been really good. I've accomplished a lot. I've passed some important laws. And I don't think of course I feel this way. I don't think the community would have been better off if I'd had to leave after 3 terms. I'm going to leave anyway at the end of 4 terms. I'm not going to run for a fifth term, but I think voters should make that decision. I don't think that a perennial loser, Robin Ficker, who has run and run and run and run and lost and lost and lost and lost, should then say, well, you can't run and win. That just doesn't seem logical to me.